Greetings everyone. I just want to do this question. I find it a bit interesting, so I'll just keep my phone in my hand. So we have 6m squared plus 2, 6m plus 2, 11m. It is said that this is a quadratic pattern, so we know quadratic pattern has common second difference. So I'm gonna have this as my m squared plus 2 minus 6, and then here I'm going to have 6m plus 2 minus m squared plus 2. Then here I'm going to have 11m minus 6m plus 2. Then here I'm going to have m squared minus 2 minus 6. So it's going to end up having positive 2 minus 6 is going to be an m squared minus 4. So I'm going to rewrite it as m squared minus 4. I'm simplifying it. So it's going to be m squared minus 4. Here is going to be something like 6m plus 2 minus m squared minus 2. So these 2's are going to cancel each other out. I'll be left with 6m minus m squared. 6m minus m squared. So here I'm going to have something like 11m minus 6m minus 2. 11 minus 6 is going to give us what? 5. So it's going to be 5m minus 2. So I'm going to end up having 5m minus 2. So this is where it gets interesting. This is where it comes to common second difference. So I'm going to have sec minus this. So I will have 6m minus m squared minus into bracket m squared minus 4. Then here I'm going to have 5m minus 2 minus into bracket 6m minus m squared. So let's start here. So what is it that I'm going to end up with? I'm going to end up with here, when I distribute the m, I'm going to have 6m, this minus m squared minus m squared plus 4. So this is going to end up being 6m minus 2m squared plus 4. So I'm going to write it here. (6m minus 2m squared plus 4). And then now I will have this part 5m minus 2 minus 6m plus m squared. So this and that, I'm going to end up having m squared minus m minus 2. So I'm going to write it here. M squared minus m minus 2. So now this is my second difference. This is sequence first difference, and this is going to be my second difference. So we know now that these two must be equal because it is a quadratic sequence. So I'm going to end up having 6m minus 2m squared plus 4 equal to m squared minus m minus 2. I'm going to transpose everything to the side because I see a positive m here. So I'm going to be left with 0 here, and then I will be having 2m and then m. This is negative. When it comes this side, is going to be 3m squared. And then I have a positive m and then negative m, so it's going to be negative 7m. Then I have a positive 4 and negative, what's that? Negative 2, so it's going to give me negative 6. So now I'm going to, I don't have a calculator, so I'll use a quadratic equation, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So I'm going to have what? Minus into minus 7 plus or minus the square root of minus 7 squared minus 4 into 3 minus 6 all over 2 into 3. So I'm going to write it here. I'll be having 7 plus or minus the square root of 49. So we need to come back here. We remember we have a negative and a negative, which is going to be positive. So I'm going to have a plus. This a plus. So now we have 4 times 3, which is 12. So I'm going to have 12, 12, 12, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 12 times 6. So here is going to be 24, 24, 24. This is going to give me 48 plus 24. So I'll end up having what? 2, 1, 60, 72. So I have 72 all over 2 times 3 is 6. So I'm going to have 7 plus or minus the square root of, when I take 1 here and put it outside, is going to be 50. 50 plus 70, 50 plus 71, 1, and then this is going to be 121, so it's going to be 121 all over 6. So square root of 121 is 11, so we have 7 plus or minus 11 over 6, which is going to be 7 over 6 minus 11 over 6, or 7 over 6 plus 11 over 6. So I can therefore say here 11 minus 7 minus 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's going to be negative 4. Here is going to be 6. Then it's 18. So here is going to be negative 2 all over 3, or 6, 12, 18, 3. So I'm going to choose the positive value of m or the negative value of m. So I have two values for m, which is negative 2 over 3 and 3.